you're gonna come out of the lights, just so you know.
Let me just move.
David, we're good on you too?
Yeah.
Can we move just those four so that no one does sit there?
I'll just tell everybody.
Mic test, testing, mic test, mic test.
So no one sit here?
In those two or the front two?
Hi, good morning. Can you go over, I'll put two pieces of paper on.
Hey Joshua, what about this one?
If there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
Okay, thank you.
You want anything? Need water or anything?
No, yeah, appreciate it.
Testing.
But
through Monday.
Thank you so much. Post it,
Yeah,
so
okay.
you can check it out.
I was just wondering. Okay, thank you. Yes.
That's got the back page. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is a small room, so please avoid any conversations because it can be heard and affect the recordings. So at this point, I would like to introduce Fort Bend County Judge Katie George.
Buenos días, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Por favor, les pedimos antes de empezar esta conferencia de que silencien sus teléfonos celulares, por favor, y mantengan sus conversaciones a lo más mínimo posible, porque este es un cuarto muy chico para poder tener toda la atención con el juez. Les presento ahorita a nuestro juez George.
Good morning, everyone. I am KP George, your Fort Bend County Judge, and I'm so honored to be here. And I just wanted to thank our media partners. Thank you for being here. Those who are listening, those who are paying attention to our extreme weather coming our way, thank you for paying attention. And I just wanted to give you some overview on where we stand, and also we have some experts, the people who are on the ground, will be giving you more details, specific details. So I just wanted to say, pay attention to what we are saying today, because this is a very, in my opinion, dangerous weather situation coming our way. And so, as we said this before, yesterday I mentioned this is not the first time we are dealing with a snowstorm. We had a snowstorm Yuri, and we have snowstorm Enzo. This is the third time we are dealing with this freeze situation. So we actually learn a lot of things each time we go through a weather situation. And so we incorporate that with our next event. And so we are very well prepared, but every emergency is different. And so that's the reason why we wanted to make sure we are making sure we are bringing enough information for our citizens so that they could make decisions in conjunction with their safety and security and so on and so forth. And I just wanted to say Fort Bend County has been actively, as you know, we are activated and actively monitoring this weather system for several days. And our Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management has been coordinating this with the local cities, utility providers, school districts, first responders, and state partners. As a matter of fact, TDM representative right here in our in-house. And so we are not taking it alone. We are working with our partners so that we could provide the best information for our citizens for their safety. And as I understand, of course, Greg Babst and also Scotty from Road and Bridge are going to provide more detailed information, but I wanted to give you a overview of what to expect next 24 to 48 hours. And right now, as you can see, it is raining outside. It's going to stop by sometime 1 o'clock or so. And then temperature is going to be in the 60s, and right now it is in the 60s. But don't get fooled by that. It is by evening, temperature is going to drop, and I understand the rain is going to come back by midnight, and it's going to continue throughout tomorrow. So the problem there is tomorrow the temperature is going to be most likely below freezing, and that can lead to there is a lot of bridges and overpasses getting frozen up, and also as a result you are going to experience a lot of black ice and things of that nature on the roadways. And so the common theme of this press conference or this communication is very simple. If you don't have a medical emergency, next 24 hours, especially Sunday until Monday morning, please stay home. And that is the safest thing you can do to not only you, for us, because Fort Bend County have, if there is an accident happen, we have to respond. That means we are taking resources from somewhere else to respond to you. And so please stay away. In the past, our citizens paid a lot of attention and they stayed away from the roadways, and so so we avoided a lot of collision and things of that nature. So continue to, I will request our citizens to stay away from the roadways from tonight till maybe possibly Monday morning. And so, and also understand most likely, most of the education institutions and so on and so forth are all closed, and our county is very closely monitoring this weather situation. We are going to make a decision based on enough information to close the county or not, and we will communicate that with our employees and others on a timely fashion. And we are looking, we are watching, and so at this time I will ask Fort Bend County Emergency Management Coordinator Greg Babst to give some specific details what to expect next 24 to 48 hours. Okay? Yeah, go ahead.
Buenos días, mi nombre es KP George y yo soy el juez del condado. Primeramente quiero agradecerles por todos por estar en esta conferencia. Lo más principal de nosotros es de que yo quiero decirles que nosotros tenemos aquí muchas personas que son expertos en situaciones de emergencia como la que estamos enfrentando. ¿Okay? Okay. En las situaciones de emergencia en las que estamos enfrentando. Okay. Les estamos poniendo mucha atención en lo que son los caminos, la condición de los caminos. Ya esta no es nuestra primera vez de que nosotros estamos enfrentando una situación así. Nosotros hemos tenido experiencia anteriormente con las tormentas anteriores, Uri y Enzo, ¿verdad? Así es que esta es nuestra tercera vez que estamos enfrentando esta situación. Así es que hemos aprendido nuestras lecciones anteriormente. Lo más importante de este evento, que es un evento extremadamente serio, que es un evento el que tenemos que tomarlo muy en serio, ¿verdad? Nuestra ciudad, nuestras comisiones están ahorita trabajando mucho para que el condado de Fort Bend esté en la forma más segura posible. Vamos a seguir monitorizando este clima, vamos a coordinar con el comité de emergencia, con nuestros respondientes de primera línea, y vamos a hacer lo mejor para todos nuestros ciudadanos. Vamos a estar monitorizando muy seriamente entre las 24 y 48 horas que vienen. Ahorita, por favor, no vayan a dejarse engañar por este clima. Yo sé que está lloviendo, la lluvia ha cesado, va a cesar hasta la 1 de la tarde, luego va a regresar a medianoche, pero ya a medianoche es cuando las temperaturas van a caer en grados que son extremadamente de congelamiento. Ahí es donde las temperaturas han bajado y donde las condiciones se van a poner mucho más peligrosas. Es cuando se va a formar el hielo negro, que es lo que nosotros no vemos, y se van a congelar lo que son los puentes. Así es que lo más peligroso es, por ejemplo, hoy en la noche, mañana por la mañana, durante todo el domingo. Así es que si ustedes no tienen una emergencia médica, por favor, quédense fuera de los caminos. Vamos a estar trabajando conjuntamente con ustedes para la seguridad de nuestra gente en nuestro condado, para que no haya ningún accidente y que los responsables de primera línea, los que van a ser responsables de primera línea de respuesta, estén disponibles para poderles ayudar. Así que vamos a estar nosotros monitorizando, como les dijimos anteriormente, todos nuestros caminos. Muchas gracias. Ahorita va a hablar el señor Greg Batts, que es el coordinador de manejo de emergencias.
Morning, Fort Bend County. From the Emergency Operations Center, we're still activated at activation level 3. Fort Bend County's warnings are in effect. Winter storm warning. Heavy mixed precipitation is expected. Total ice accumulation possible between 0.10 and 0.25 inches. Power outages and tree damage are possible. Travel to become nearly impossible. Bridges and overpasses will be especially dangerous. This is in effect until 6 p.m. on Sunday. That's without any updates currently, so I see this being extended. Extreme cold impacts for Fort Bend County. Extreme cold temperatures are expected in Fort Bend County through Tuesday morning. I'll note that. That's until Tuesday morning. Extreme cold warnings remain in effect until Monday, and extreme cold watch extends until Tuesday, with prolonged sub-freezing temperatures. These centers are open, and those are our warming centers are going to be open for residents. Fort Bend County residents without heat, people experiencing homelessness, elderly residents, medically vulnerable individuals, anyone at risk from that cold exposure, please seek our warming center locations and get to those warming center locations. We've listed those on our websites, our app, social media, all across all media outlets. And again, if you have any or if you need any more information, please call that non-emergency line and we can get that for you. Power outages and infrastructure impacts in Fort Bend County could be due to that ice accumulation, so we're watching out for that. Residents should prepare for extended outages, use generators and heaters safely, never use grills or gas appliances indoors, keep phones charged, and conserve that heat. Remember, space heater and fire safety reminders. If you're turning on those types of emergency devices or electrical devices, make sure that they're usable and safe. Keep heaters at least 3 feet from any flammable area. Place heaters on a flat surface. Plug directly into wall outlets. Follow us, again, on our social media and our website. We give all those safety parameters. School districts, as the judge mentioned, all schools in Fort Bend County are currently closed for Monday. All right. We've been activated again since Wednesday here underneath a preparedness declaration. We are completely prepared and ready to respond. That's our posture right now here at Fort Bend County. Warming centers are up, they're active, and they're taking residents now. We'll have those 24-hour warming centers moving forward throughout this winter event. The emphasis of this press conference right now is those roadways. Judge mentioned it. If you do not have an emergency, come 6 p.m. tonight, stay off the roads. That rain is going to start again tonight with cold freezing temperatures, and those roadways are going to become, like I said, almost impassable. We will be keeping an update on those road closures as we close them for those hazards on our website. We'll be posting on social media, and so you'll have an active know of where not to go if you have to get out. So we will be keeping the public updated as we make those road closures. We get notification here in the EOC whenever there's an impassable roadway. We send road and bridge crews out to there with the sheriff's office and make sure that those roads are closed off and make sure that it's safe for our community. Then we'll pass that information. So please continue to follow us for those roadway closures. Now, the next thing is while you're hunkered down, 4 P's. Take care of yourself. All the people out there, take care of yourself. Stay indoors, hypothermia and all that kind of stuff. Stay away. Stay inside. Second, pets. If you've got pets, bring them inside. If you've got big cattle, make sure that they're taken care of while this freeze temperature is happening. Let's care for our pets. Next, pipes. We're going into a possible hard freeze. So that means those pipes can burst. If anybody remembers Uri, a lot of pipe bursts, right? So let's protect that stuff. Make sure that we're following that direction from TCEQ, and we're watching over that as we move through this. And last but not least, our plants. All right, cover that stuff up now before this hard freeze happens tonight. If you have any doubt or any questions, please follow our app for Fort Bend County Emergency Operations Center. You can make a notification on there for an incident. We follow that 24 hours. We will send crews out to take care of that, or we will respond directly back to you, and then call the non-emergency line. Thank you.
Bueno, hemos activado a nuestro nivel de emergencia nivel 3, ¿verdad? Nosotros sabemos que esta es una tormenta que va a ser de mayor impacto para Fort Bend County y la esperamos que continúe a través del fin de semana. Esta es una tormenta que va a ser largamente conservada con niveles de congelamiento que van a durar por largas horas aquí en Fort Bend County. Lo que nosotros queremos es que ustedes tengan en cuenta de que vamos a tener una acumulación posiblemente de hielo de 0.10 a 0.25 pulgadas. Pueden haber apagones, y esto es muy importante de que pueden haber daños en nuestra estructura de la electricidad, entonces hay que estar preparados para los apagones. Todos tienen que ustedes tener sus teléfonos cargados, tienen que tener sus baterías, tienen que tener sus calentadores que los van a ocupar para cuando, en caso de que una emergencia se vaya la luz. Tienen que tener muy en cuenta también que los puentes van a estar en una condición bastante peligrosa. Esto nos va a impactar hasta el martes por la tarde. Los momentos más peligrosos van a ser todo lo que es el domingo, lunes por la mañana, va a pasar hasta ser un poco menos peligroso hasta el martes. Así que tengan en cuenta todo esto. Vamos a estar nosotros haciendo también nuestras actualizaciones en los medios sociales, en nuestra app. Por favor, si no tienen la app, sigan en la aplicación. Ahí vamos a estar también poniendo actualizaciones acerca si hay caminos cerrados, cuáles son los caminos más peligrosos y todas las condiciones que nosotros vamos a estar observando en nuestro camino. Por favor, si ustedes tienen calentadores, tienen que estar al menos 3 pies fuera de lo que son cosas inflamables o peligrosas, ¿verdad? Como dijo el juez anteriormente, las escuelas del condado van a estar cerradas el lunes, ¿verdad? También nuestros centros de calentamiento ya están activos, ya están esperando por nuestros residentes, van a estar preparados para que nuestros residentes tengan acceso a ello. Anteriormente, como les había dicho, hay que estar muy pendientes. Si hay algunos caminos cerrados, lo vamos a actualizar en nuestra aplicación. Ahí les vamos a decir, miren, este camino está peligroso, este está cerrado, nosotros les vamos a ir diciendo. Y 4 cosas muy importantes. Primero, cuídense ustedes, cuídense entre ustedes, cuiden a sus vecinos, mantengan en contacto. También, en la segunda cosa, los animales, sus mascotas, si tienen mascotas, si tienen ganado, por favor, guárdenlos en un lugar seguro. Estas temperaturas son peligrosamente bajas. También las tuberías. Recuerden de que nosotros con Uri también tuvimos un problema que todas las tuberías estaban estallando. Así es que tengan mucho cuidado con sus tuberías, prepárenlas, aíslenlas con lo más que ustedes puedan. Y segundo, sus plantas. Cubran las plantas que están afuera, las que pueden entrar, pues entrenlas en casa, ¿verdad? Y vamos a estar, como les dijimos anteriormente, manteniéndolos informados en nuestra aplicación. Y por favor, como les digo, todos tenemos que cuidarnos entre nosotros y estén al pendiente de las actualizaciones que les vamos a estar dando por medio de los medios sociales y de nuestra aplicación. Gracias.
Thank you. One thing I mentioned before, when we talk, we ask people to stay off the road and be safe and all that stuff. And we wanted to remember a number of people, hundreds of people in Fort Bend County today, tomorrow, usually they're on work, and even on Monday, and they all are going to be active and actively engaging in managing this severe weather situation. And so I just wanted to, one of that department happen to be road and bridges. And we are talking about roads. So basically, we just wanted to hear exactly what kind of preparations they have made so far from our road and bridge commissioner, Scotty, please come forward. Scotty, just mention.
Yeah. Bueno, como les estaba mencionando anteriormente, una de las cosas más principales es de que tenemos que mantenernos fuera de los caminos, ¿verdad? Hay miles y miles de personas que nosotros tenemos que estar cuidando. Y mañana va a ser una situación bastante difícil y tenemos que manejar esta situación lo mejor posible. Uno de nuestros expertos que está aquí es el señor Scott, que es el comisionado de lo que son los puentes y caminos de aquí del condado de Fort Bend. El señor Scott va a hablar con nosotros ahorita. Gracias.
Thank you, Judge. Road and Bridge crews will begin applying material to all bridges and overpasses on county maintained roads this afternoon, and it will continue operations until they are completed. All road and bridge service centers will be staffed throughout the night and for the duration of this weather event to respond to any emergency situations that may arise. Please remember, these efforts are focused on keeping routes as safe as possible for emergency vehicles and first responders. We are in constant communication with emergency management, our sheriff's department, Fort Bend County Toll Road, and TxDOT. If you don't absolutely need to be on the roads, please plan ahead and be off the roads before sunset today. Additionally, emergency generators at county facilities, including the jail and all EMS locations, have been serviced and are ready if needed. Thank you. Please be safe on the road.
Muchas gracias, pues. Los caminos y los puentes van a estar vigilados por nuestros equipos aplicando materiales en todos los puentes. Lo que pasa es que tenemos aquí en el condado. Vamos a estar manteniendo estos caminos hasta el atardecer, hasta esta tarde, y continuaremos con las operaciones hasta que sean completadas. Todos los caminos y los puentes, todo el servicio de nuestros centros van a estar completamente con su personal a través de la noche y la duración de este evento climático para responder por cualquier emergencia, por cualquier situación que se pueda presentar. También recuérdense, estos esfuerzos son enfocados para mantener nuestras rutas de una manera más segura posible y para que los vehículos de emergencia de nuestros primeros respondientes puedan traficar. También vamos a estar en constante comunicación con el Departamento de Emergencia, de Manejo de Emergencias, con el Departamento del Sheriff, con el Departamento también de los toll roads y con el Departamento de Tráfico. Si ustedes absolutamente no necesitan salir de casa, por favor nos digan, no estén en los caminos. Por favor, planeen anteriormente por cualquier situación en los caminos y manténganse fuera de los caminos antes del atardecer, antes de que se ponga el sol y en la tarde. Adicionalmente, también tenemos generadores de emergencias para cualquiera de nuestras facilidades aquí en el condado, incluyendo en las cárceles y las localizaciones de los EMS. También vamos a ver si tenemos más servicios, como vayan haciendo necesarios, si nosotros necesitamos seguirlos. Muchas gracias y cuídense todos.
Thank you. At this point, we wanted to maybe more reiterate. We were talking all these details, and we already said so many times, stay off the road from tonight till Sunday, sometime evening, or even Monday. And also, I just wanted to say, get information from the right source. Download the app or the website for Fort Bend County Emergency Management, Fort Bend OEM, Fort Bend County Judge's Office, and social media for Fort Bend County Judge's Office, and also OEM and other departments in Fort Bend County. Get the information from the right source and make decisions based on the right information. So I just wanted to leave you with this. Once again, the gratitude, I just wanted to say, in gratitude, I wanted to thank all the first responders, county employees, utility workers, volunteers who prepare to work long hours. And these people, many times, they're not even going to go home, often in difficult conditions, to keep our community safe. Be thankful to them. And their dedication is one of the reasons why Fort Bend County is one of the best counties in the state of Texas. And I just wanted to say in closing, Fort Bend County is strong, resilient, and prepared. And I wanted to remind us, 7 years ago when I came into office, this was one of my top priorities to make sure Fort Bend County Office of Emergency Management and first responders are ready to respond to any major weather event, any major emergency happen. And we had some real tests, and which include snowstorms and hurricanes, of course, COVID response and all that stuff. So we learned a lot. Today, I'm very proud to say that a lot of jurisdictions are looking at us. TDM is actually inviting Greg Boss to come and talk to them about how he's preparing Fort Bend County. We are blessed to have Greg and his leadership, and of course, Scotty and many other people in Fort Bend County. They are the reason why Fort Bend County is the best. And we will continue to provide updates as conditions evolve, and we ask residents to stay informed through official channels. I said this and I'm repeating it, and we will get through this together with compassion, preparation, and care for one another. And I wanted to leave you with, again, I said this yesterday, make sure you are bringing the pets inside and making sure livestock are properly kept, because this is below freezing temperature. These animals are not going to survive. And so check on your neighbors and so on and so forth. We are repeating again and again. So, but God bless you all. Let's work together to have a safe weather event. And we don't control the weather, but we can control how we manage it. And that is exactly what we are doing. With that, we will conclude this presentation. If you have any questions, we will entertain.
About the warming centers, I know you mentioned they're already open, and I mean, what do you expect? How do people get there?
Then you want
To
to
talk about
go ahead.
capacity and what people will take with them to the warming centers.
Again, warming centers that we have throughout the county. Right now, transportation is only by those individuals that are using their own means of transportation. So again, humans helping humans. Let's reach out to one another, work that to try to get to these warming centers. Again, you can call that non-emergency line if you have some sort of questions for us to get you that assistance to those warming centers. Warming centers right now, we have worked with the Red Cross, great partner that we have. Again, in all emergencies, they've supplied some cots, they've supplied some blankets. We normally don't do this for centers. It's just, hey, come warm up, but we've gone and extended that during this period because it's going to be freezing cold temperatures. So there are some blankets and some cots there. Again, they're not shelters, they are centers. So when you come there, if you have pets, you can bring your pets. We have the availability for that. But come there, warm up, charge your devices, and then be able to get back to your residence if you need to. Again, if we need to and we expand, there's some drop in some power outages or whatnot, we'll be able to open up some shelters. We do have a shelter plan ready to go for this.
La pregunta fue de que cuáles eran los planes para los centros de calentamiento. Entonces, ahorita ya ellos tenían los centros de calentamiento habilitados para las personas, que cómo es que se iban a llevar las personas a los centros de calentamiento. Como dice el especialista aquí, que los centros de calentamiento están abiertos, pero el transporte de cómo van a llegar es, cada quien tiene que llegar por sus propios medios. Otra vez, gente ayudando a gente, ¿verdad? Tenemos que estar ayudándonos unos con otros. Entonces, pueden llegar, están abiertos, hay varias localidades, pero no son albergues aún, son solamente centros de calentamiento. En caso de que haya que se vaya la electricidad, que no tengas luz en tu casa, pueden llevar a sus mascotas. Sí, tenemos también lugar para las mascotas. No es un albergue. Tenemos plan para albergue, pero no está aún en posición. ¿Okay? Si en lugar de que esto se extienda más, es muy posible de que se vuelvan albergues, pero no son albergues ahorita, son solamente centros de calentamiento.
With that, as I mentioned, we will conclude this presentation. Thank you for being here, and all citizens, be safe out there. God bless you.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Les agradecemos a todos los ciudadanos que han estado aquí con nosotros. Y por favor, protéjanse. Dios los bendiga. Gracias.